give God praise up here. Give God praise up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give God praise up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hallelujah, Jesus. I feel the glory of the Holy Ghost in here right now. I feel the glory of the Holy Ghost. Honey, do what you do over there. First lady. I feel the glory of the Holy Ghost right now. And I thank God for y'all being here today as we get ready to go higher and higher in miracles, signs and wonders and miracles. Oh, let me have it up, Mr. Brian. Now, people in here need a miracle. Evangelist Rose says she needs a miracle today. I just told Minister Brian in the back that for the past week, y'all, I've been seeing a lot of miracles. Evangelist Rose, I've been seeing a lot of miracles. A lot of miracles, Nancy. I'm serious. For the past week, I've been seeing miracles. Now, I want y'all to get this because this is real. These miracles are real. Thank you. Oh, Brady, look, that one over here. Go ahead and clear that off. Let me clear it off. And these miracles are very, very real. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The things that I'm saying, nothing but the Lord. You hear me? Nothing but the Lord in the miraculous. And I thank God for the miraculous. Miracles are breaking out everywhere. Ever since it got into the glory, the miracles are just everywhere. Y'all, let me say this to you. When you have a financial deadline and you don't have the money, the glory will show up. I'm serious. I've heard some great testimonies about this glory when they had a financial setback that turned into a financial victory. Herzog said that they were trying to rent a building for their meetings, for their services. And when they counted the money, they didn't have enough money. And they had to get their money or they couldn't have it. So he said, count the money again. Count the money the second time, and there was more money there than the first time they counted. Better hear me. Still they needed more. He said, count the money again. And they counted it, Evangelist Sandra Jones, they counted that money again. And when they counted again, they had more money. And they had enough money to pay with money over. Now, hear me. Hear me. I've had a financial challenging week to take care of everything. Financial challenge. You better hear this. Hear me? Now, check this out. In my bag, in my sack. Say sack of money. Sack of money. Because that's where Joseph Joseph put the money in their sack. Yes, that's right. You did, didn't you? Oh, you know about that. Because you keep bringing it up. He put the money in the sack. He said when they looked, the money was restored back in their sack. Money was in the sack. They didn't know where it came from. So hold on now. I mean, y'all, you talking about a financial, and I'm talking about some real bad things could happen in this financial lack. You better hear me. And this thing is pulling on me. But I said, I'm trusting God. I said, I'm going to stand on God. I said, God, I know you didn't bring me this far to leave me now. And I said, hold on. And something else told God, you did it for me before. Then he'll do it what? Again. But let me tell y'all, super tight. And the devil wanted to tell me, and said, that's it. Gotcha. No, you don't. So check this out. I had $150 in a bag, in my sack. I knew I had $100. I've had that $150 in there for a while. 150. Trying to save it for emergency. So now I need the 150. But we way more. First they say and more. Way more. So guess what? I went into the bag to get the 150. And when I went into the bag, in the glory, when I opened the bag, instead of 150, there was 1,050. You better hear me up in here. You better hear me up in here. This is real. This is real. She said, won't he do it? I had 150 in the sack. I go to the sack. There's 1,050. I said, glory. I said, this man said this would happen. Didn't even know it. And there it was. But hold on, fight wasn't over. Fight wasn't over. Days began to come and we needed more. Needed more. Now, how about this? I said that if you need a blessing, if you need a miracle by 12 midnight, and it's 11:59 and a half, trust God. Because by midnight, you will have it. Now get this. I'm on a one-day deadline. Oh, you better hear me. I'm on a one-day deadline. The devil said headed for destruction. One-day deadline. One day. You got me? Okay. I had 3 alternatives, and they all included human beings. I had 3 alternatives where I would have to depend on one of those 3 individuals. But guess what I said? I'm not going to man. Yeah, sometimes you can't. I said, I'm not going to man. I told him, I'm not going to man. I'm going to believe you, God. And it was a whole lot. I said, God, I believe you. I'm on a one day. And before I woke up on Friday, it was pulling on me in bed. Pulling on me. This is it. This is it. 3 alternatives. I can go to man, and I'm sure I can do it. I said, So guess what, y'all? I said, God, you got me. And in the glory, God began to tell me what to do. He began to tell me what to do. And do y'all know what? By the end of the day, I had a miracle. And it was God and God only. It was not man at all. It was all God. And got exactly what was needed by God in the glory. And I've been happy all weekend. So I'm telling you something. It's real, y'all. I saw it for myself. It's real. And I've been celebrating like crazy. Say, I had devil beat you. And God did it. So I went into the glory room. I told my wife, I went into the glory room. And I held up the blessing to God like this in the glory room. And I said, Lord, to you be all the glory. I said, you did this. Man didn't do this. I said to myself, I'm not going to man. I'm only coming to you for this. And sure enough, he did it. I was out in the snow. I was determined to get my miracle. I was driving in the snow Friday to get my miracle. I didn't care. I said, this is it. Just keep on snowing, God. Because I'm out here. And I was enjoying walking through it. Because guess what? I was in my journey in the miracle. Because guess what he said? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? He said, behold, I send my angel to go before thee. What? I send my angel to go before thee, to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I prepared. Ooh, and he did that. He brought me right where he wanted. He prepared the place. The angel went before me to make my journey prosperous, to take care of me, because I depended solely on God. Somebody in here right now, I'm telling you this because you're going to get a miracle in your finances. You're going to get a miracle in your finances. I saw God do it. I saw God do it. It's so much going on right now in the glory that I think Evangelist D, see, stuff like this inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing. Evangelist D, mama was under attack last weekend. Evangelist D had to drive all the way to southeastern Virginia. And when she got back, when she drove, she left that morning from way out there to come here. She was out of it, totally out of it. But remember, I said God changed my plans last Sunday. And he had me to release the glory scriptures along with the healing for each one of y'all. Every human being in this church, I lay hands on, didn't I? And then everybody get the glory and the healing. I had y'all come right up one by one, or the families, didn't I? Well, when Evangelist D said, Pastor, thank you. She said, I'm so glad that you did what you did. She said, because it changed everything for me. That thing hit her. And I thank God for it. First lady, come here. Get another microphone for me, please. There we go. I want First Lady to say this. I was going to save it to everybody, but I might have to give it again next Sunday when all of them come through. Oh, look at that all. Thanks. Hey, First Lady. That's okay, come on. No. You gotta change the battery or something. But look. Now, First Lady has said something that made sense to me this morning. And I said, First Lady, I want you to say it to the church. First Lady, you know, I remember that speech I gave 2 Sundays ago? Y'all remember the speech I gave? I had all the ministers stand up in the house. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we noticed that every time there is some type of hit on your body, a pain, or silence, headache, or whatever, your first tendency is to stay home with it. I can't come to church today. I'm not feeling well. I'm not coming because I'm going to stay home with this thing. And to myself, I've said this over and over. Why are you agreeing with the enemy? He didn't give it to you on Monday through Saturday, but he gave it to you on Saturday morning on purpose to see what you're going to do with it. And many of them do what you can give it to you Saturday night. Now, First Lady said this. Tell them what you said, First Lady. First, tell them what happened last night when you was under attack.
I was under attack this morning.
And it was like the wee, as James Brown used to say, the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
It was like
and I got up,
4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. What was it?
I think it was 6. I got up
6 a.m.
and looked at myself in the mirror and said, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's like 6 a.m. She was on the attack.
I think I look like a blowfish. But anyway.
Hear that?
I said, oh my goodness, I need some
Her
prayer.
eyes, her face, everything. She was under attack.
Look at my eyes.
6 a.m. in the morning now. On Sunday morning now.
So I said, I need some prayer. I said, thank God that I do have the man of God with me to pray for me, you know, when I'm under attack. And so I said, why are the people, you know, staying home when they are under attack? This is where they're supposed to be. This is where they belong.
That's where they're supposed to come.
This is where they're supposed to come, in the church. Because the prayer of faith, God said, is any sick among you? Let them call for the elders of the church.
He didn't say stay home, watch TV.
And let them pray over him.
Hear it? Hear it?
And anoint them with oil. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise them up. And if any committed sins, they will be forgiven.
So she said that. She said, well,
they should come in.
Come in, let the man of
And
God
let the
pray
elders-
for you. Stop
Yeah.
staying home because you're under attack with something. I gotta pray, I gotta
And
head.
you know it's the devil. So who gonna pray for you? Another devil? Come in the house of the Lord and get prayer from the man of God.
So she said that when she came back, because I was still in the bed, 6 a.m.
Who in the house gonna pray
And she
for
came in, she laid back down, and she told me what was going on. So I laid hands on her, and I prayed for her. So this morning when she was getting ready, she said, thank God you prayed for me. I'm way better. She said, thank God you prayed for me.
See?
She could see me because
My eyes was looking
everything,
swollen like it was shot.
everything went. Now, she said they can get the same thing. She said, I have you here.
Yeah.
But they got you at the church.
Yeah.
Why they staying home with it?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
You're supposed to bring it in the church.
I'm going to have you
If
get this
believe
next
in
Sunday.
If you believe in healing, bring it in the church. No matter how bad I'm under attack, I still come to church.
You bring it to
You
the
bring
church.
it in the church.
I've come in here jacked up. But it's something about bringing it to the church that takes it away.
Yeah, because God is the great physician. He's the healer.
And
You know?
as people were calling it in this morning, this is what First Lady said. First Lady said, the way I was feeling, I was about to call it in.
Yeah.
She did tell me that. She said, I'm about to call it in today. She said, but thank God you prayed for me.
Yeah.
She didn't have to call in. And that's why she's standing here today 100%. So when I get all these things and all these texts and all these calls on Saturday morning, I'm not coming because I don't feel good. I'm like, you're not going to feel any better just laying there. Bring it to the church house so you can get prayer and warfare. And that's what you do. Thank you, First Lady. Okay, give God praise. It's miracle time. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Like the lady with the issue of blood, she went to many physicians.
Well, they got to bring it in.
They have to bring it to God.
Stop sitting on it. And Satan is laughing. He wins when you keep it home. Sometimes he'll bring it just at that time just to keep you from coming to church. And some of you are missing your blessing. But don't do it, y'all. Press your way in. See this woman over here? How old are you now, Evangelist? Tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. We know anyway. What is 82? See that? I told you we know. Now hold up. I'm using her because sometimes she can be under serious attack in her body. I've seen her early able to come in. Guess what? She come in anyhow, and then before you know, she's back. That time, I'm glad she didn't keep it home. Because if she had kept it home, there was one time we said if she had kept it home, and we don't know if she would have lived one time. Remember when we said it? One time she had stayed home, I don't think she would have lived. It was that bad. But she bought it in. Thank God she did. And we warred for her. She came back to herself. You hear me, y'all? Don't let the devil keep you at home with something on Saturday. You know what? I thought about Minister Lauren this morning. Because isn't Minister Lauren human? He was a human being, isn't he? And he's had some pains and some stuff going on. But how come he's always able to come in here? No matter what. I thought about that this morning, Minister Lauren. How is it?
God be the glory.
He brings it in here. And then before you know, he's better. Yeah. Come here and say so, man. Come here. So I wanted to say that. I thought about Miss Long. I said, hold up. Over the years, over the last 15 years, how's he able to do for 15 years? He's human. He ain't on no medication. Oh, come over here.
I've seen Pastor come in here at least about 8 times over the years. Where literally, last time you had a real bad Pastor, you were so weak.
Yep.
Even putting his foot
Put my foot out the car on a Sunday morning
was a struggle for him.
Sure was.
I mean, he even had to have First Lady drive him that Sunday.
Sure did. She had to drive me.
I mean, he was down for the count.
That's right.
Came in here, he struggled in here. I mean, I said struggle.
I did.
He struggled to get in the building.
I remember.
I felt bad for him, and I'm watching him out there. I said, wow. But before the day was over, after he came in here, and Pastor was walking out here later that evening, you had no idea that he was so... I mean, Pastor, you remember that Sunday?
I remember.
Yeah. I literally wanted to lift him out of the truck.
That's right, to come in.
Yeah.
But leaving, he was holding ball game, wasn't he?
He went out, look, he came in here walking bent, and went out straight. So, you have to press your way.
Yeah, press your way.
You really, don't lay at home and say, I'll wait till I get myself together, and then I'll come.
Well, I feel a little better. Let me take a Tylenol. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
And the Word of God does keep you. It will strengthen you. When I came here 15 years and change ago,
Yep.
I was taking Dayquil, NyQuil.
Oh, sure was.
Alka-Seltzer,
Alka-Seltzer, everything.
I used to eat.
He was eating Alka-Seltzer like candy.
I would eat the Alka-Seltzer.
Like candy. He wasn't even dropping the fizz, plump, fizz no more. He wasn't even doing the plump, fizz. Y'all remember the commercial? No, he went like wham, in his mouth.
And only after I heard Pastor talking over the years about not taking medication, that's what encouraged me. And over the last 15 years, since I came here, I've only taken 2 pills.
In over 15 years.
15 years.
Woo.
2 pills.
That's awesome.
And that was about 6 years ago. 5-6 years
Hear that? When he has an attack, he brings it to the church.
Brings it to the church.
When I have one, I bring it to the church.
Matter of fact, sometimes I don't even let anybody know I'm under attack. I just come to church.
Jeez. Why can't everybody get that attitude?
That's it.
It's better than agreeing with the enemy's attack on your body. Now, I'm not going to agree with him. I'm not going to let him punk me out on a Sabbath day morning. The Bible says that Jesus was always in the synagogue as usual. When are you going to always be in the synagogue as usual? When are you going to get to that point in your life that I'm always in the synagogue on the Sabbath day as usual, no matter what?
Psalm 23.
Hold your hand and you hold yours.
Psalm 23 tells us that. The last verse, surely goodness
And
mercy
shall what?
follow you all the days of your life.
And
I will what? Dwell in the house of the Lord.
how long?
That's the answer.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Forever.
Forever.
And this is what we're talking about, children of God. Someone over here said,
I thank you for the flu shot.
hold on.
Thank you.
Yvette Else said she thanked me for the flu shots. Now you know how crazy that is, that we give flu shots in this church, but we don't give it with a needle or a hype dude. We give a supernatural flu shot, and you don't get the flu either. And we've been doing it for years. I saw a pastor in Shoppers the other day with the surgery mask on her face. The flu was jacking her up. She couldn't even preach last Sunday because the flu had her bedridden. She had to come out the other day for her family. She was in Shoppers. She had that on her, a mask on for the flu bug. She put on Facebook, the flu stinks. Yeah, it stinks. We don't have the flu. We give a supernatural flu shot by the power of God in this church. And been doing it for years. Can't no flu hit you when you get that shot. Lying dog from the pit of hell. And they got record-breaking amounts of people with the flu. Killing human beings. Not in heaven's best. Supernatural. Now, if I never saw anyone give a flu shot in the church, supernatural, where did I get it from? God. Never saw it in my life. I never saw it on TV. I never read it in the book. I never saw it anywhere. But we started giving it in here because I was led by the Holy Spirit to give it in the glory. So we give flu shots in here. Say it.
When I came Friday before last, I was in so much pain because I fell 2 times.
Hold on. When you came up in here Friday before last, you had already fallen twice.
Yes, sir.
And because of the ice and everything, and you were in pain when you came in here.
Yes, I fell at Sister Louise going home service when we went to the Shoppers the first time.
Felt the shopper on that day.
Yes, sir.
Evangelist Louise Jackson homegoing. You fell that day.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I fell again at home.
You fell again at home.
Yes, sir. That was on the ice.
On the ice.
Yes, sir. But I was in so much pain when I came.
Hold on. And as no fault for you, in pain, you still came up in here.
Yes, sir.
On a Friday night.
Yes, sir. When I got up to speak in tongues, I didn't feel any pain.
Hold on, stop right there. That was tongues and fire in the glory Friday night. And I asked her if she was able to do it. She said, yeah. So you got up here and you went in praising God, and then you went into tongues, and what happened?
I felt no pain.
You felt no pain.
Yes, sir.
Let me hear y'all say supernatural. Supernatural. This is what we're talking about. No pain.
I felt no pain.
No pain.
Somebody need to hear this today. This is real. You're in a supernatural ministry. Evangelist done, am I right? You're in a supernatural ministry. This is where the power of God, when you allow the power of God to come into your church and work, he'll work. Say it first, lady.
I fell down all our steps and didn't feel no pain.
Jesus Christ. She said she fell down all our steps and then feeling the pain. Because remember now, I named our house the Glory House. And that room is the glory room. It's the Glory House. I named my house the Glory House. The Glory House. That's where we live. And when you're in the Glory House, he did say that the tabernacle of the congregation of the children shall be what? Sanctified by the glory of the Lord. And the glory of the Lord shall fill it up. My God. This is what I'm talking about. This is a supernatural. Now with the glory, I told y'all how I was at the bank. And the armed security officer, as I'm walking out the bank, he says, Pastor, and then he said, Lord, show me your glory. Today, Lord, show me your glory. And y'all know where he got it from, right? Yes. He got it from me. Yeah. So now yesterday, I'm at Springfield Baptist Church in Washington, D.C. at a homegoing of my 92-year-old cousin from Roman Rapids, North Carolina. They're going to take her home next week and bury her home. But the homegoing's at her church, and she's been there for years. She was a trustee there. She was in the choir there, a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, check this out. I had all these guys from my hometown around me. These 5 of them at the homegoing yesterday. I called them all together like this. I said, fellas, and they're all older than me. I called them around. I said, fellas, I'm going to give y'all a golden nugget right now. I said, I've been teaching this and I'm going to give it to y'all. And you use it every day of your life. It's real simple. Are you ready? I said, this is what you do. I said, every day you get up, I want you to say, Lord, today, show me your glory. And all 5 of them said it. They got that thing. Hold on. So they got it. The pastor of the church, at the repast, I'm shaking his hand. And here's the chairman of the deacon board and the pastor of the church. I said, Pastor, I want to give you and the chairman of the deacon board a golden nugget. I want you to use it. I said, my kids don't even go to school without using it. So guess what, y'all? I gave it to the pastor and the chairman of the deacon board at that church. And you should have seen them light up. They were like, good gracious. They lit up. And they said it. So I gave it to them. And now, hold on, 3rd time. A woman contacts me. She's been married for 8 years. And she is thinking about divorce. She's been married for 8 years, and she said that her husband is not treating her right. 8 years. She said, Pastor, I need your advice. I want to leave him. Do I leave him, Pastor? Because for 8 years, Pastor, he has not been a husband to me. 8 years. So I called her back and I said, listen to me. I cannot give you natural advice. I said, I teach my ministers not to give natural advice. I can't do it. I said, because if I give you natural advice, it can backfire on me. I said, I've seen preachers give natural advice and the person blamed them. For instance, a woman was told by her pastor, true story, and the woman is my wife's cousin, was told by her bishop to marry this man in church. That's your husband. Marry him. God has shown me he's your husband. He's the man for you. She married him and turned out to be the worst husband on earth. And guess what she did? She told herself, she blamed who? The bishop. She blamed the bishop. And she left that church after being there for years. So I told her, I can't give you, I said, I can give you spiritual advice, but I cannot give you natural advice. So I said, here's what I can do. Here's what the Bible says about divorce. The Bible says that Jesus, now I'm not talking about the Old Testament, I'm talking about Jesus. Jesus gives 2 reasons to be able to divorce. The first reason he gives is adultery. Commit adultery, you can divorce him. You got me? And Jesus is not going to hold it against you. The second reason to divorce with no problem is if they want to leave you and they leave you, you're free. That's right. If they want to leave you, I'm not staying with you. I'm going out of here. I'm gone. They leave you, you're clean. But I don't care how bad they are. If they want to stay, you got to keep them. According to the Bible. If they stay, you being the one that loves the Lord, if they want to stay, they stay. Y'all hear me? Y'all got that? So, come on up in here. So look. Come on now. Come on, Miss Dawn. It's tight in here, ain't it? So look now. So, yeah, it's tight as right. It's tight, but it's right. So look now. She said to me, so I gave her those 2 ways. I said, if he is committing adultery, I said, Lord will uncover him. I said, I pray that. I said, if he is sleeping with another woman, I told her yesterday, if he is. Whoa, Miss Dawn, we got to keep it real though. Miss Dawn said, or another man. Woo! If he is sleeping with someone then it will be exposed. Anyone in here that think that God won't uncover an adulterous affair, something wrong with you. God is not a man that he would what? Be mocked. You can't. Hold on. Y'all ready for this? It will come to pass that you will be uncovered and revealed. You think God just gonna let you go ahead and do it for years and years and not blow you up? He gonna do it. And when you have full proof, it's gonna be you gonna see it, or someone gonna tell you, you're gonna have full proof. There gonna be no, I wonder, I guess, I feel that they are. Forget your feelings. We're talking about facts. He deals with facts, not feelings. And God will do it. Hold on. A pastor. I'm getting ready to do a series of pastors committing suicide. I'm getting ready to do it on the on social media, on Scope, on the broadcast. Guess what? I got a story where a young pastor killed himself. Guess what? He was having an adulterous affair. You better hear me. The pastor of the church was going with a woman in the church. And the church, guess what I'm telling you, you're going to find out sooner or later. And they found out. You think you'll go 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, ooh, baby, 5 years. Ooh, come on, baby. Chick on the side. 6 years, chick on the side. And you just going to keep on going and nobody don't know? Thank you. Who said that? Come on, not in the DMV. Somebody going to see your butt.
No, somebody knows.
Somebody will believe me. So he killed himself because they found out his whole church. He didn't have to kill himself. What he had to do was ask for forgiveness and repent. You see what I'm saying to you? Now hold up. There's a church near us right now. And he told me this himself, Pastor. Just for kissing a woman in the church, they found out. Kissing her! And his wife forgave him. He confessed to the church after they found out. He repented in front of the whole church. And I know him personally. In his church, big church. She didn't keep beating him over the head with it once he repented. Keep coming up to him. And he was caught. He did do it. He said he did it. They found out, told on him. So, God is not mocked. What you do in darkness will soon come to the what? How about this? Guaranteed. Y'all remember the occasion, Chef? Guaranteed. There ain't no hiding that. You understand me? So I gave her those 2 reasons because she said, I'm tired, Pastor. I'm ready to leave him. So I gave her the 2 reasons, and I began to pray for their marriage. I said, he can't rest while thinking about you in his marriage. He can't sleep. And that the glory of God will come upon him right where he is. And I pray healing over their marriage. So anyway, I gave her the Lord today, show me your glory. She went off over the phone. And know what she said? She said, I'm getting ready to text my children now. She said, Pastor, I can feel that thing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it. I'm going to tell. She said, Pastor, is it okay if I tell people? I said, girl, tell the whole world. Tell the whole world. I said, this thing is real. Me and my family do it. That's why I got those miracles this week. So I said, today, Lord, show me your glory. I need you. I got a 1-day deadline. And I don't have it. Where am I going to get it? I got it from the glory. Amen. Whatever you need. It's in the glory of God. You need healing. You need deliverance. You need strength. Wellness, wholeness. You need your mind. be sound. Need your emotions fixed. Need your feelings fixed. Need your blood pressure. Come on, somebody. Need these, all sickness, all disease gone. So this is what I'm talking about. You need the money. You need the financial blessings. Do you understand me what I'm saying to you? This is so real. So I'm living this thing. I'm living this glory life now. Say glory life. Glory life. God, you can live a glory life. I'm so glad I got it. I don't know what to do now. And I'm so happy to tell everybody, I said, y'all, since July, I've been ministering and teaching on the glory. I noticed something too, y'all. On YouTube, every now and then I get one subscriber here, one subscriber there. Do y'all know that since I've been doing the glory on there, I looked on it the other day, now I got about 10 in a row. You know why? They want the glory. They need the glory. You understand me? Now, if you really want to be a glory carrier, seeking greater glory, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your children's life, your home life, your body, your mind, your finances, your money, your job. It changes your ministry. It changes everything. You understand what I'm saying to you? Who want a greater life? Who want a better life? Come on, somebody. Come on. Come on. Who want a better life? But look. This thing is so good that I just want to. Now, next Sunday is not Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I know. Look. Next Sunday after this Super Bowl day. Oh, hold on. By the way. Hold on. These miracles are just. Is that who I think it is, man? Coming in the door. Come on up here, Evangelist Doug. I've been waiting for you. Do you know how many times I wanted to call you, but I get so busy I forget?
Yeah, he's ready to come.
But I've been wanting, I knew that you would come sooner or later. I told Miss Blunt I got to talk to Evangelist Doug.
Yeah.
You've been on my mind.
No way.
See, right there, I want you healed too. You hear me?
Yeah, I have a fractured back.
A fractured back now. Because I remember last time I saw you won't walk with no cane.
No.
I got you. You came to the right place.
But also, you prayed that diabetes was going to be eradicated. The last time I was here, my AIC was 13. And I went last week, and it's down to 7.7.
Hold on, she used the word that I told you God gave me. Eradicated. I don't even talk like that. But I looked up eradicated. It means completely destroyed. It's eradicated. They said it don't exist anymore. You hear me, y'all? My God, my God. But look. Everybody's in here right now. I want you to remember this 53rd Super Bowl Sunday as you got healed, delivered, and set free by the power of God. Hear me? So there's so many miracles for you right now. And you know, now, this is what I want y'all to do now. I'm going to tell you right now. I need all y'all to start getting used to angels.
All right now.
Y'all hear me? I'm going to begin also in the glory. We want the glorified angels with you everywhere you go. I want you to stop ignoring the heavenly angels of God. And we do. Churches ignore angels. People, saints ignore angels. Even when you believe in angels like me, we still ignore them. No one hardly talks about angels. And that's the problem. The angels are feeling like the people are not calling on them enough. According to a man named Kevin, I can't remember his last name, who went to heaven, he had a talk with God and talk with angels. He said, begin to teach the people to call on the angels. Angels have an agenda. The agenda comes from God, and we are the agenda. Whatever the agenda is in heaven for us, the angels can help us in many different ways. He said that there are so many different things that angels do. He got different angels. He said that God, Jesus is the head of all the angels. And that Jesus have them like in battalions and different things going on. And they do so many different things. He said, but we'll not depend on the angels to do anything for us. That's going to change. This is a new move of God in the earth. And we're going to be in it, flowing like a river, rolling in the glory of heaven. How many of you want to bring heaven to earth? Amen. I want heaven right here on earth. Hold on. The Lord's Prayer says so. The Lord's Prayer said we can have it. Hold on. Thank you. Our Father, hallowed be thy name. Y'all know what hallowed means? That means sanctified. That means holy. You got me? Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Oh, hold on. What did I just say?
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom do what?
Kingdom come.
What kingdom am I talking about?
God.
That's the glory.
Yes.
You got to believe that you can have heaven right here, the glory of heaven here on earth with you. Satan don't want you to get this information. Satan don't want you to believe. He don't want you to know anything about this, but too late, Satan. Pastor Angelo O. Jones got it. And I'm going to spread it. Thy kingdom come. Whew. Say, come. Say, come now, Lord.
Come now, Lord.
With the whole kingdom. Thy kingdom come. Hold on. Thy will be done.
On earth.
Stop saying on earth, y'all.
Okay.
Stop saying on earth. We grew up saying on earth all our life. Am I right?
Right.
Churches all over America saying on earth. It's not on earth. It's in earth. Why is it in earth and not on earth? Thank you. Because we're in the earth. You ain't sitting on top of the earth, are you? You're in the earth, aren't you? In earth as it is.
In heaven.
Where?
In heaven.
In heaven. What's the next part? Give us. Why do you think I always say, today, Lord, show me your glory?
Amen. Give
Give us what? This day. There are new verses every day, right? But you got to be specific. He said, hold on. He said, remember not the former things. Get yesterday out of here. Remember not the former things, neither. What do you say about the old? Listen to me. Today. Give us this day our what? Daily bread. Say, feed me, Lord. Our daily bread. You know what daily bread is, don't you? What is it? The word of God. Give us today our daily bread. What else? Forgive us. Stop saying that old trespass stuff. Not even biblical.
Yes.
Everybody, when I'm at home going, if I'm doing the home going, or if I'm there at the burial and they do the Lord's Prayer, everybody sitting there saying, forgive us our trespasses.
Yes.
So I decided to go through the Bible. There are 2 Lord's Prayers in the Bible. 2. Not one of them use that. Not one say, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Stop saying it. I don't care if your pastor is saying it. Stop saying it. Tell him stop saying it. Tell him to read it and to say it the way the Bible told us to say it. Jesus did not tell the disciples to say, forgive those who trespass against us. That ain't what he said.
That's the translated versions.
No, they've been saying that waiting for the translation.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a lot of the translated versions.
But before those translation versions came out, they were saying it. I learned this as a little bitty boy.
Right. Forgive us our debts.
My church don't know nothing but that. The whole Catholic Church, that's how they say it. And Catholicism, Baptist churches, that's how they say it. I know, I grew up Baptist. Lots of them say it. Listen to what I'm saying. It's in your Bible. In the 6th chapter of Matthew. Start with verse 10. It's in your Bible. He said, forgive us for our debts. Debts, D-E-P, what is D-E? B-T-S. And forgive our debts. Debts, our debts. As we forgive our debtors, not trespassers. You hear me, Lindsay? You got it, baby? Somebody need to get this today. So you can stop saying it wrong out your mouth. And when I'm among the people saying Trevor, I say it real loud. And forgive us for our debts. They hear me? As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But don't blame God because you're drinking liquor. Don't blame God because you're smoking reefer. Don't blame God because you're out there sleeping with multiple partners. Don't blame God because you didn't hit the number. And you playing the numbers. Don't blame God when you go see a psychic and then your life get jacked up. A boy up the street hated God. Right up the street. He hated God. He didn't want nothing to do with God. He was living with his wife's, him and his wife was living with the wife's mama. And the mother-in-law told me about it. She asked me to come to her house to talk to him. So I went to the house. And he hated God. He gonna tell me why he hates God. Why he mad. He angry with God. And know why? He angry with God. He said because his daddy beat his mama. His daddy was beating his mother for years, right in front of the little children. And he said, and God did nothing to help my mama. And my mama died. And I blame God. And I asked him a few questions. Did they go to church? No. Did they read their Bible? No. I said, let me tell you something right now, sir. God had nothing to do with the death of your mama. Satan did everything to your mama. Satan was using your daddy. Satan did it. That's who you ought to be mad at. The murderer himself. The beater himself. The spirit that was behind your daddy was a demon from the pit of hell. So don't blame God. Deliver me from temptation, right? No. What did it say? Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom and the power. Hold up. And the, come on. And the what? And the what? Louder. And the glory. Forever. Let me hear everybody say amen. Amen. Amen means that's the way it is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, I want everybody to begin to call on your angels. Let me show you how real angels are. I'm going to show you something in the Bible. By show of hands, I'm talking about with your natural eyes now. Has anyone in here ever seen an angel? Hold on. Stand up for me. If you've ever seen an angel, I want you to stand up right now. If you've ever seen an angel, I want you to stand up. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Would you stand up? If you've seen an angel, I need you to stand up. I'm not talking about in a vision. I'm not talking about in a dream.
No.
I'm talking about with deeds.
That's right.
Okay? Stand right there. I'll give me the microphone this long. Come over here with that mic. Now, stand right here, Miss Blunt. Now, check this out. Me, I saw 5 angels in one room. 5. Well, thank you. Thank you. I saw 5. Put a little closer. I saw 5. Thank you. I saw 5 angels in one room. Hear me? 5. How did I see them? I saw them at Duke University Hospital in Durham, North Carolina, where my 32-year-old brother was supposed to be dying in a few days of cancer. He's supposed to be a dead man, they said, in 8 days. The number of 8 is supposed to be new beginnings, right?
Yeah.
They said he'll be dead in 8 days. And nothing else we can do for him. We just give him some of this painkiller, that drug called what? Morphine. That's all he can get. He can get the devil's drug in him. He'll feel good. Hold on. While I'm in his room, I had never seen an angel in my life. And I'm down on my knees by his bedside, praying to the Lord. Whew. And he is knocked out asleep with his mouth wide open. And all of a sudden there was a glorious light in the room. And I looked up and there were 2 angels hovering over the room, over his bed. I told y'all before, Santora, wake up. Angels are here, man. The angels are in your room. I told him to wake up. He didn't wake up. I could see them with my eyes open. And then the Lord said, look behind you. And when I looked behind me, 2 more angels standing, 2 large angels, side by side like this, elbow to elbow, in front of the door. He said they're there to keep the deaf angel out. And the 5th angel walked through the wall, came right into the room, walked right into the room, walked past me, came over to the bed, didn't even look at me, didn't even speak, walked over to the bed with his angelic, glorious mouth, put his mouth on my brother's mouth and blew in the breath of life. And they disappeared. My brother lived. You understand me? That was the end of that cancer demon. That was the end of that death demon. You got me? Now, I want you to come here. Come on. Which one? This one? I want you to tell me. The situation of seeing the angels.
Well, I was a young girl when I saw
I want y'all to make it quick now. Don't go
I happened
20 minutes with it.
I happened to have been taking care of an elderly lady where my aunt and uncle lived, and they were ministers of Zion Hill Baptist Church in D.C. A man knocked on the door, and I went to open the door. And this man, he was Caucasian, and he asked for a sandwich. And I said, okay, wait a minute, let me go talk to my uncle. And I went to talk to my uncle and aunt. And my uncle said, yes, Grace, give him a sandwich. He said to me, because that might be an angel that you're talking to unaware. I had never heard that before.
That's Bible.
So I went back to the door, and the man was gone.
He was gone.
He was gone. He didn't even wait for the sandwich. He was just gone.
And you believe he was an angel?
He was an angel.
Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, Evangelist Teresa Pendergrass was in the hospital facing serious surgery. Serious surgery. You hear me? And she was laying in this hospital bed in the ICU area, messed up. Guess what, y'all? Caucasian, dressed in all white, came into her room. And he began to talk to her. He was dressed like a doctor or a nurse or whatever. He was dressed like an employee of the hospital. He comes in and he tells her it's going to be okay, it's going to be better, blah, blah, blah. And he declared her healed. It's going to be fine. You hear me? And then he left. So all of a sudden, the next day, she was fine. So she told them that she wanted to thank that doctor or thank that nurse that was in her room, and she described him. And guess what? There was no such person that worked there. Yeah, there was no such person that worked there. And she said the Lord let her know there was an angel who came into her room and spoke there from the Lord, and she was healed. No need for surgery. She said it was an angel. She said she described him. She said he was in here. Everybody, no, we don't have anyone like that around here. You hear me, y'all? Tell me about the angel.
This was recent with my.
Hold on. God just told me something. Before you tell me about the angel, hold on. Before you tell me about the angel, hold on. Before you tell me about the angel, he told me something. Just that quick. You ready? He told me this. My God. Are you ready?
Yes.
Moses saw an angel, am I right? Did he see him in a vision? No. Did he see him in a dream?
No.
Saw him with his eyes, didn't he? Hold on. Exodus 3:2. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked. Said he looked. Did he look?
Yes.
Same way I looked. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. There was an angel there. Go ahead.
I had gone to the.
Oh, hold on.
I had gone to the zoo with Raquel.
Yeah.
Probably on the 24th or whatever. So they had walked ahead of me. They were getting ready to leave out, and they were nowhere around me. All of a sudden, I walked into this sign and almost stumbled and fell. And I said, oh my God. And all of a sudden, this man came alongside of me. And he said, are you all right, ma'am? If it wasn't for him, I would have fell to that ground. So I looked around to thank him, and he was gone. He looked Spanish.
And he was gone. How about this? Person crashed in a vehicle on a country road. Vehicle turned over. A person comes, pull them out of the vehicle before it bursts into flame. You got me? And say, you okay, you okay. Yeah. By the time paramedics arrive or before, they look back and the person's gone. Completely disappeared. Yeah. Y'all hear me? Yeah. Thank you. Evangelist? Hold on. Say angels. Angels. How about this in Genesis 48:16? The angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. The angels will redeem us from all evil. Talk to me.
When the old Montgomery Ward's was here, I went to Montgomery Ward one morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't take cash with me. I always have a card, or either in my little purse, I have about $12 worth of quarters in it. So I got in my car, and the man knocked on the window. And I rolled the window down. And he said, Miss, because you know I come from Philadelphia.
Okay.
He said, Miss, I ran out of gas. My truck was over there. I ran out of gas. He said, could you give me a couple of dollars so I can put some gas in it? He said, I'm from Philadelphia and I'm trying to get back. I said, okay. I said, but I only have change. So I took my wallet out and emptied all the money in his hand that I had in my little wallet. And when you know how long it takes you to put your little wallet back in the pocket? When I looked up, he was gone. But from here to there was Montgomery.
He didn't see him at all?
Didn't see him at all. And his hair was red, had red mustache.
Yeah.
And red beard. I'll never forget that.
Thank you.
And he was an angel.
He was an angel.
Yes, he was.
He was an angel. He wasn't. Oh. I got you, Nick. I knew. I ain't see you standing. Oh, thank you. Hold up. Genesis 31:12. And he said, lift up now thine eyes and see. All the rams which leap upon the cattle are ringed straight, speckled and grizzled, for I have seen all that Laban doeth unto thee. Why? Because the verse before that said, and the angel of God spake unto me in a dream, saying, Jacob. And I said, here am I. Tell me about the angel.
I have angels in my house. One had light up right next to my bed one night. I was sleeping in my bed. And I guess it was just checking on me, make sure I'm okay, because you don't want nobody bothering me and stuff like that.
Have you seen him?
I've seen him. And then I had another one. He likes to go around and chase around the house. Go flying around the house and stuff, so I just let him fly.
Beautiful.
So I don't bother them or touch them when they're in there.
Ask them to do things for you.
Okay.
They're ready to work for you, to do. They're waiting for you to put them to work. That's the angel's agenda. Put them to work. You hear me?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Y'all, put your angels to work. Don't just see them and let them go. Put them to work. Praise the Lord. Tell me about the angels. Hold on. Yeah. Huh? What the angel? Oh, Genesis 31:11.
Why are you shaking?
Hold on. Guess what, y'all? Check this out. Numbers 22:31. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord. You hear me? Oh, you're next, okay? Saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. Y'all hear me? If you look at Numbers 22:31, the angel that was standing there, he had a sword in his hand to fight for us, to fight for you, to protect you. Y'all better hear me today. Amen. Say glory. Glory. He saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And guess what he did? He bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. My God, my God. Hold up. Go ahead and tell it.
Well, my story is when I was a teenager, probably between 16, 17, somewhere like that. I was a runaway. And this particular, I was going, you know, when you run away, I was going, my mind, I was like in a cloud, like a dark cloud. I just felt hopeless and everything, because I was going to get on the bus and I sat down. And when I sat down, there was a lady beside me, and she like recognized something was wrong, and she started talking to me. And I started talking to her, and she encouraged me that I'll feel a whole lot better. My life would change if I go to my family and tell my daddy that I loved him. And so, and she told me a lot of other stuff. So when and finally I decided I'm going to get on the bus, and when the bus came up, I got on the bus, and when I looked back, she was gone.
Hold on. She didn't get off the bus?
She didn't get on the bus.
I mean, hold on.
I was sitting at the bus stop.
Oh, you're at the bus stop?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look back,
yeah, because when I walked up to that bus stop,
she was gone and did not get on the bus.
Yeah, I just was feeling hopeless. I just plopped down.
She was sitting by God and talked to you.
I guess, and the Lord said,
that was an angel. They're all over the place.
Well, that's the reason why I'm back with my family today, and we're close.
Oh my, that was an angel.
Because my father was dying, and I went to that hospital and told him I love him. My father had to tell me something too. He had to tell me that he loved me. And do you know, my father was real dark. He was so pale white looking. And when we had that conversation, he put everybody out the room. When we had that conversation, my father lived. And his whole, everything changed.
Oh,
he came up
God.
out of that
Look what
hospital.
angels will do for you.
Every time I saw my father come down, he said, you sit right here. He always wanted me around, because I'm the firstborn. And he wanted me always around. And me being grown, doing my thing, thought I was grown.
When the angel came.
But I came back because of that angel saved my life, and all darkness left me. It really did. That was the answer.
Are you next again, Ladon? Hold up. That reminded me of something. I got something to tell y'all. True story. Come on. A missionary and his wife over in a foreign land from America. Better hear me. True story. And they're in a place where they're trying to get Jesus to the natives. Better hear me. He said one night, the chief of the natives and his natives had surrounded the cabin. And they came to burn down the cabin to kill the missionary and his wife. The missionary and his wife were all alone. And they came to kill them, to murder them for preaching Jesus, for being there. So they're inside. And they can see them with their flames on the sticks. And they were completely surrounded. And all of a sudden, the natives left. They backed off. And they left. You got me? Did not kill them. But guess what? About 6 months later, that chief got saved. Did you hear me? About 6 months later, the chief of those men got saved. So when they were together meeting, the chief told him, he said, I led those men and we came to kill you and your wife that night. And we were going to burn down your cabin and kill you because we didn't want you here. He said, I just got one question for you. Who were all those men outside your cabin with swords? He said, nobody. He said, we didn't have any other men, just me and my wife. He said, we saw them. He said they were out there holding swords, hundreds of them, holding swords up in the air like this. You can come if you want to. He said they were angels. Do y'all hear me? This preacher said that. The chief said, we saw them with our own eye. All the natives saw them surround the cabin. And they left with fear in them because they could not come against them. They left. This thing is real, y'all. The angels from heaven are real. Hold on before you tell it. Hold on before you tell it. Hold on. Are you ready? 2 Kings 1:15. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, God, am I talking to the prophet? One of the greatest prophets in the history of the Bible, Elijah. And an angel talking to Elijah. If Elijah can talk to an angel, you can too. He can see him, he can hear him, you can too. He said right there. He said right there, 2 Kings 1:15. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, go down with him, be not afraid of him. Woo. Be not afraid of the devil. Be not afraid of the enemy. Be not afraid of the wicked report. Be not afraid. Because the angel is going to go with you. My God, in the glory. This is the glory, y'all. This is the glory. He said, and he arose, Elijah, and went down with him unto the king. Tell me about your angel.
Well, when I saw an angel, I think a couple of days before I saw it, this lady, her husband had passed in the apartment. Mm-hmm. And so I was, comforting her. But I had a lot of things going on in my life too. But I was laying in the bed, and to me, it's not spectacular as like somebody talked to me, but I felt this really, really peaceful presence in my room. And so when I felt it, it woke me up because it was such a peaceful presence, and I opened my eyes and I saw an angel, and this angel was about 8 feet tall, and I saw the wings. I'm like, oh my Lord. I felt like, you know, it was the angel coming to take me to heaven. So I just, it was so peaceful, the presence, that I just.
Hold on for a second. Let me just interrupt just 1 second of yours. The man who just wrote the book, The Agenda of Angels, they did take him to heaven. He's been to heaven several times, and they talked to him in heaven. He saw God in heaven. The angels talked with him and told him, you must go back to the earth and tell God's children that they need to learn more about his angels. And they need to call on the angels more than they are. So he said, but I already have. He said, but not enough. You got to do more. Go ahead.
But I don't know if I thought it was a dream, but I saw this place that it was so beautiful. And I kept feeling like, okay, I'm going to have a house like this, and I've been looking to see the furniture and stuff that I saw in this place, but I never seen it. So he might have shown me a part of heaven, but I didn't realize what I was seeing.
That's right.
So I've never seen anything so beautiful here in a part.
I believe that was heaven. I believe it was heaven.
But it was just a presence you can't describe, the peace that when that angel showed up.
That's an angelic peace, you hear me? The glory. Thank you. And Mr. Long said, evangelist Madonna, look. He saw this just then in the Bible. On your next evangelist hall. Look. He said that I just said this.
Yeah,
show it to him.
As Pastor was talking about the preacher and his wife being surrounded, and
you got it on him?
Yeah, and when you know when he was asked the question, who were all those men around you with swords? With swords, right? And he said, well, you know, I don't know, right? I ain't seen nobody. Well, Pastor used the word there that said he gonna whet his sword. Jesus. And in Psalm number 7, verse 10 to give you context.
No, go ahead, man.
Right?
It's the word of God.
Yeah, it says,
backing everything up.
Yeah, Psalm number 7, verse 10. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart. So those preachers were upright, right? That husband and wife, right? God judges the righteous.
Come on. And
God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not.
Hold on. If he turn not. That's very important now. Hold on.
If you don't turn.
Hold on. Yeah. When you are under attack. When hell has opened its ugly mouth.
That's right.
You hear me?
Enlarge its mouth.
Enlarge its ugly mouth. When demons from hell, witches, warlock, I don't care what it is. They're using a man or a woman, whatever. If you're a child of God, right. You're in the glory of God, you love the Lord. If they don't turn back from messing with you,
that's right.
Give it to them.
So this is what it says here. If he turn not, he will let the sword. Jesus. Meaning sharpen the sword to take you out. Ooh. So that's the good news. Yeah, that word W-H.
You don't have to be scared of the enemy.
Yeah. And that's why if somebody's messing with you, just like Pastor said, if they don't stop,
and you're a woman
or a man of God or a child of God,
I'm loving this today.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, only a matter of time before you see their end.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time. You don't have to fight them back.
God, come on, Mr.
You don't have to get in the
flesh
to deal with them. It's just a matter of time. Because remember, just like the Green Bay tree, right? I've seen the wicked spreading themselves like a what?
Green Bay tree.
Looking like all powerful. He cannot be stopped.
Come on up in this church house today.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're looking for them. Guess what?
What?
It cannot be found. I sought him, but he could not be found.
Hold on, say it again.
I sought him,
but what?
But he could not be found. But the next verse says, mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
You hear that? You hear that? Give God glory right now if you heard that. If you receive that, give God glory again. If you receive it, give him glory right now. I wish I had gotten this in church when I was coming up. I didn't get it, but you're getting it right now. Now, hold on now. He just gave that one, so. A blonde lady.
Remember, she's supposed to sing.
Oh, she is? Ooh, that's a good Sunday. Talk to me, evangelist. Tell me about the angel you saw.
Well, bless God, I've seen angels on numerous occasions.
Ooh.
I'm actually writing a book, Pastor, called Open Heaven.
Hold on, stop right there.
Personal Touch.
Hold on. Say the title again.
Open Heaven with a Personal Touch. Because God has just blessed me many times. But this time I want to tell you about, I was actually standing right back behind this door. And remember, it was a young lady who came in here that had a couple of had some problems. And I had went.
That would be about 1,000 of them. 10,000 of them. Go ahead.
I had went in the back. And the young lady actually came in the back. So she was talking to me. Well, let me back up.
Okay,
I was at work first.
Okay.
And I drive school bus. And so the Lord said, somebody's going to slap you. I said, Lord, who done lost their mind to slap me? Who done lost their mind, God? Who going to slap me? I said, because if it was one of these kids, let me quit my job today. So I came in here, and the lady, she was just being a little unruly, but it was okay. Pastor knew how to handle her. So I went to the back, and she followed me to the back, and we were talking, and I was talking to her, and I was ministering to her. And two more of your ministers came behind me, and they put their hand in my back, and they was praying as I was ministering to her. And she was saying all these ugly things, and that was fine.
Ooh, heaven's best, y'all.
And she slapped me.
Hold on, stop right there. Hold on, stop right there. Only. She slapped you.
She slapped me. And when she
but God had already told you somebody was going to slap you.
God had already told
me. But you
me.
thought it was the kids on the bus.
Yes.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
It was in church.
It was in church. And when she slapped me, I'm going to tell you just how good God is. Because I didn't see her anymore. I saw a slew of angels on my right, standing right back here. And I saw a slew of angels on my left. I couldn't even see her anymore. And I thank God, because it's like, if I had been in the flesh, I might have did fleshly things.
Of course you would have.
Because I still need help too, you know. But I just give God the glory for that. So when she slapped me, the ministers, I could still feel their hands on my back praying. But I looked to my left, Pastor, and you could see the angels standing like this.
Side by side.
Side by side, a long line of angels.
Oh my.
And you can see a long line.
I'm about to go off in here.
From this, because I'm stunned now. You know what I mean? I'm stunned, I'm speechless, I'm not saying a word. They ain't saying a word. I'm just looking like this. So then I stayed there for a minute. I was looking. It was just so beautiful. It was just so beautiful to the eye. And when God brought me back and she was in front of me, I wasn't even mad at all. You know what I mean? I wasn't mad at all. I was like, Lord, I thank you, because when she slapped me, I could look at it as a bad thing, but God, you blessed me in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Because through her slap, God took me and he showed me, hey, you on the battlefield. You on the battlefield. It ain't about the thing that's in the flesh, but you on the battlefield. This is a spiritual war you're fighting. But anyway, Pastor, I ain't going to stand up here all day. Bless God and thank you.
Hold on. For every one of y'all that's getting ready to slap somebody, I'm going to have the Lord send you some angels. Come on, Evangelist Agnew. Come on. Come on, Evangelist Devil. Hold on. You see some, hold on. You see some angels, right? Hold on. Well, a whole bunch of them. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Say one for the Father. One for the Son. And one for the Holy Ghost. I'm going to give you Zechariah 1:11. Are you ready for this? And they answered the angel of the Lord. They answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, we have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. Ooh. Say at rest. From the battle. From the war. From the sickness. From the disease. From the torment. At rest. From death. From lack. Come on, talk to me
Amen.
about the angels.
Yeah, I've seen, I don't even have numbers for it. It's just so many. But this one particular time, I was living in Buckingham, Virginia. And
I've been to Buckingham, y'all.
And it was me and my girlfriend Delphine. She used to come here. And we was on a fast. And
that's right.
I think it was on a 40-day fast.
Okay.
So what happened was one day we was walking to my truck. And I happened to look over across the street because Pastor been to Buckingham.
Yep.
And I look across across the road, country.
Yes, country.
And I look across the road, and there was two angels.
Two angels.
Tall as a tree. Looked like they lived in a, what you call it when you work out?
A gym.
They look like they lived in the gym.
Hold on. Two tall angels.
Yeah, warring angels. Humongous.
Warring angels. Big.
Taller than a tree.
Because the man I was telling you about that went to heaven and saw the angel, the first angel ever appeared to him, he said like he was at least 10 foot tall and weighed 800 pounds.
Yeah.
So he coming inside. And that was a warring. And guess what he said he had on? Full garment. Full armor. He said the angel had on armor like a centurion. Ready.
Something about those angels. Remember, if two of them destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh my God. Stop right there, man. Stop right there, man, before I run out the door. Stop right there. Hold on, Miss Nam. Hold on, come here. Say it.
If two of them destroyed two cities.
Just two angels.
Just two. Amen. So can you imagine?
Destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, just two.
Just two angels.
Not thousands.
Not thousands. And one angel killed 185,000 demons in the book of Isaiah.
And when they woke up in the morning, they realized that they were dead.
All the bodies were all there. So you got to understand the size. The angels can come in different sizes. Now, in the book of Revelation, I'm going to read it, the dimensions.
Hold on to it. After she finishes, I want you to read it.
Yeah, amen.
Now get this. The man said that he was visiting Washington, D.C. And the hotel room was right across from the Pentagon. Saw that, then. And the two angels came into the room to talk to him. And when they got ready to leave, they told him that they were the Pentagon angels. He said, the Pentagon angel? What does that mean? He said, our agenda is the Pentagon. We stay at the Pentagon. He said, those people that think they're running things, but they're not. We are. The angels are. Yes. We're keeping the Pentagon. Now, you saw the two warring angels.
Right, and their thighs, they had on the lace-up sandals. Yeah. They had the outfit on. They were standing like this. They looked straight ahead. They would never look at me or Delphine. And first I was like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? And she said, oh my God.
She saw him too?
Yes. Now, only way you can see it is I have to show it to you. So what I did is, my grandma was blind, so she couldn't see it. I told her about it. I told my brother-in-law, which lived like next door to us. I knocked on the door because my sister and them never said that they saw it. So I knocked on the door and I said, I pointed to him, do you see that angel? He screamed like a girl. I'll never forget it.
That's one time I would have screamed like a girl too.
He said, what in the world? And I said, it won't hurt you. They're angels. They're here to protect us. And he slammed the door in my face.
He did?
Yes, he did.
saw him?
He saw him. And then another young lady we used to hang out with, she was 16 years old. And she drove down there. And she was a Christian as well. She was on a fast with us. I showed it to her. I pointed. She said, great day. You know how they talk. good.
Southern.
Yeah.
She saw him too.
She said, I drive up and down this road.
Oh my God.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, so She saw it, but she got scared and she knew God. And I said, no, don't leave. So she drove away because she couldn't, it was too much.
Oh, she drove away?
She drove away. So what happened was,
awesome.
They stood there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hold on. The angels stood there. And just stood there. One leg stood there for 2 whole weeks.
Like this. They had a sword. They had, what you call it when you fight people? Shields. Different
they had shields too?
Things that did not belong to the earth.
Oh,
came
my
from
God.
heaven. Stuff I've never even seen. Not even on TV. So
this
that's
is real,
how
y'all.
powerful it was. Also, they was transparent. So they wasn't like solid like this. It was transparent.
Glory.
But every morning when I woke up, I saw them. When I came back from work, I saw them. They was over there. Now, one particular night, a storm came. It got black just like that. And you could feel fear in the atmosphere. So my grandma kind of believed a little different from us. She kind of believed in the dead. So basically, she said the dead is coming back to visit us. So I said, no, Grandma, they're not coming. And I just went into the bedroom, me and Delphine, we sat on the bed and we held hands and we began to start speaking in tongues. All of a sudden, we heard something hit up against the house. Boom, 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 like that. We didn't know what was going on. You couldn't look out the window because in the country when it's the storm comes, it's so black. It's pitch black. You can't see a thing. But in my spirit, something told me, stay on that bed and begin to just war. Just pray in tongues and war. And that's what I did. Within 15 minutes, though, it got light outside. So I opened the window and I really couldn't see. So I went around the house and my dogs was chopped up. One of the dogs...
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Stop right there.
And it was meant for us.
Don't stop right there. You went outside.
Mm-hmm. Jeremiah and Isaiah, that's I named the dogs biblical.
Dogs with Jeremiah?
Yeah, beautiful dog.
You got 2 dogs?
Yep, chopped in half.
Hold on. Both dogs or one?
No, both dogs.
Both dogs?
Yeah, and the other dog was
chopped in half?
Yeah, blood was all over my grandma's side of her house.
It was meant for y'all.
Yeah, it was meant for us.
But they couldn't do it.
That's why those angels were
because the angels were there.
Yeah. And we heard the fighting. Boom, 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 up against the house. You could hear it. Yeah. Yeah. And whatever came, they destroyed the dogs. And the angels was there to protect us. And wouldn't let nothing touch us. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to go off for the hit today. I'm about to go off for the hit. This is awesome. I'm going to tell you, this is one of the most awesome sermons I've seen in my life right here. This wasn't playing today. Minister Karen, this was not playing. Why? Because the Holy Ghost did it. This is awesome. Say it, Evangelist.
I want to say when I was back then, I saw the angels, they were in armor. They were in
Hold up. The ones you saw in the back were in armor too?
They were in armor. They was in armor. I asked my son to put it up and draw, and one of them write with them. And I said, can y'all write it? Can y'all draw it? Because they were just in armor, in a line.
In a line.
I said, I couldn't speak. I just had to look because it was just awesome.
Oh, my God.
And so that's what I just wanted to tell you. You said something about an armor. I just
Yeah.
want to tell you ones I saw.
Because he had an armor too. And, man, this is awesome. Read it, Ms. Lauren.
Revelation chapter 21. And I'm going to start at verse 10. Because I just want to get you to get some context. It says here, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city.
Hold on. Carried me away in the spirit.
In the spirit.
To where?
To a great and high mountain. God. And showed me that great city. The holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
My God, my God.
Having the glory of God.
Having the what?
The glory.
Say glory.
Glory. And her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone.
That's right.
Clear as crystal.
That's one of my favorite angels right there.
And had a wall great, high and high, and the 12 gates, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels.
12 angels.
That's right. And names written thereon.
Things gonna change in your life.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
God, my God.
On the east gate, on the east,
Jesus.
3 gates.
Jesus.
On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. And on the west, 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations. This is heaven we're talking about. Amen? And in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, this is heaven, and the length is as large as the breadth.
Jesus.
And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. Now a furlong is 220 yards. So
Good gracious.
12,000 times 220 yards. That's a lot of
space.
Yeah, that's serious business. Amen? And the length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof.
Say it.
144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is of the angel. Do you hear that, Basil?
Say it again.
The measure of an angel here. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits.
My God, my God.
According to the measure of a man, that is of the angel.
Woo!
Now a cubit,
Go ahead.
1 cubit,
Teach it.
is equivalent to between 18 and 22 inches. Okay? So they're telling you the size of an angel here. Amen? Now, when you calculate in feet,
Come on.
how big that angel could be,
Uh-huh.
it's from 216 feet to 256 feet tall.
It's how tall an angel can be.
Yeah.
Because they come in different sizes.
That's right. Yeah. 216
Oh, my God.
to 256.
So she had the one sitting out there as tall as a
That's
tree.
right. Yeah.
The 2.
So it's consistent with what? Yeah.
Now. Now.
Yeah.
And now. Here's something supernatural. You ready? Now. Zechariah. Turn to the 2nd chapter, because I want you to see something with your own eye. If you need a Bible, just hold up your hand real quick. I'll give it to you real quick. Hold your hand to the Bible, because I need you to see something. I need you to see something. You hear me? I need you to see something with your own eye in Zechariah 2. I need you to see it. Because I'm getting ready to blow your mind. Hold your hand up so you get about. I'm ready to blow your mind. I'm ready to do it now. Miss Long said to tell him, I'm ready to do it now, Miss Long. I'm going to blow your mind. And then I'm going to have y'all do something. And then you can go home and watch Super Bowl. Turn to Zechariah chapter 2. I'm going to blow your mind right now. Zechariah chapter 2. I want you to go there for me. Zechariah chapter 2. I'm going to show you something. Because it blew my mind. And it's still with me today. I'm going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Now, you go to Zechariah. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, I'm going to get Michael to tell you. He saw an angel. How old are you?
10.
10. And you saw an angel?
We see many angels. He don't just see one.
Jeez. Oh, no, I'm going to get him up.
You see them all the time.
No, I'm going to get him up. Now, okay, I'm going to show you something in Zechariah. Now, you all ready? Now, one day, because some of y'all haven't done it yet. Because we're in the mood of the glory now. Life-changing. Now, listen to this. One day, I heard the voice of the Lord. And he asked me something. Asked me if I wanted a personal angel. I said, yes, Lord. I want my own angel. I want a personal angel. Every human being ought to have a personal angel. I said, yes, Lord, I do. He said, okay. You better listen to this because this happens exactly what I'm telling it to you. So here's what he said to me, Mr. Trey. Evangelist Glenda. He said this to me. He said, what do you want the name of your angel to be? Because your personal angel. He said to me, he said, name your angel. The Lord's talking to me. He said, name him. I'm like, name him. So guess what came to me? Back in the day, I used to love watching the Kentucky Derby. Yeah, I still watch it.
No, I love it.
No, I watch the Kentucky Derby every year. But I really like that Kentucky Derby. And I always enjoyed the names of the horses. Their names are different from dogs, different from cats, am I right? They have different names, don't they? But guess what I said? I thought about the horses and I said, what name to give an angel? It's got to be different. Something like what they would name a horse. You better hear me. I'm going to blow your mind right now. So you know what I said to God? I said, God, I said to myself, this sounds silly, but I want to name my angel Run. R-U-N. I want to name my angel Run. That's what I want to name. He said, well, that's it. Your personal angel's name is Run. Go to the Bible. It just came to me. Out of the blue, I had never read this in my life. Are you with me in Zechariah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at verse number 1. Are you there? Huh? Yeah. And so this is the Bible I'm reading, right? Yeah. Okay. I lifted up mine eyes again. And what? Looked. And behold, a man, and this is what I was saying, a man with a measuring line in his hand. Then said I, whither goest thou? And he said unto me, to measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof. I'll look at verse number 3 now. And behold, the angel that talked with me, ooh, see it? Yeah. Went forth. And another angel went out to meet him. Verse 4. And said unto him, run, speak to this young man. Do you see it? Yeah. Run, capital R-U-N. The angel in Zechariah, his name is Run. Wow. You see it? Do you see it? Is it in your Bible? Is it a capital R? Capitalize the name. He said, the other angel went out to him. He said, say this to Run. Run. He called his name. I didn't know there was a Run named angel in the Bible. An angel, a Run named angel. An angel named Run. A Run named angel. You got excited. Look at it now. Verse number 4. And said unto him, he said, he went out to meet him and said unto him, Run, called his name. He didn't tell him to run because he already went out there to meet him. He didn't say run with a capital R. No, but it would have been smaller than the rest of the letters. He said, go out to meet him. And he says, and speak to him. He said, say this to him. Call his name. He said, and say unto him, comma. Because guess what? If it was running, there would be no comma there. That's right. There would be no comma there. So go out to him. He said right here, he said, hold on now. And he said, and said unto him, run, speak to this young man, my God, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls for the multitude of men encountered therein. For I said the Lord will be unto her a what? A wall of fire round about, and will be the what? Will be the what? Glory. Will be the what? Glory. Will be the glory in the what? Midst of her. My God, my God, my God. Ooh. Go down to verse number 8. The angels are still talking. The angels talking with man. Talking to the prophet Zechariah. Are you at verse 8? Yes. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory. After the glory had he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple. Whoever toucheth you toucheth the apple.
Like David.
Ooh, you ain't got to be scared of nothing. No man nor demon. No wicked report. God, my God. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Yes.
Ooh. And there was the angel right there. Hold on now. Ooh. Hold on now. You right with me? Huh?
Yeah.
Somebody need to tell this to yourself. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to show you something. And when you read this, I'm going to have you to read this with me one line. And you're going to talk to your own self. You ready? Here it is. I'm still there in Zechariah. And you're going to say this to yourself. You still in chapter 2?
Yes.
When I say it, I'm going to read it and you repeat it. Are y'all ready? Ready. Verse 13, the last verse. Are you there? Yes. Be silent. Say it out loud. Come on, y'all. Let's read. Say it. Oh, all what? Hold on. Say, my flesh.
My flesh.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Be silent.
Be silent.
My God, my God. Ooh. Before the Lord.
Before the Lord.
For he is raised up.
For he is raised up.
Out of his holy habitation.
His holy habitation.
Hold up now. You're not finished with you. You're not finished with you. Are you ready? You're not finished with you. Okay, chapter 3 right there. Mm-hmm. And he showed me Joshua, the high priest, standing before who? Oh, God, my God. Standing before who? The angel of the Lord. Do you see how important the angels are to God? And we've been ignoring angels all our lives. Believing angels, don't even talk to them, don't even call on them to do nothing. I'm guilty of it. God said the whole earth is guilty of it. Hold on now. He said he's standing, right? The high priest standing before the angel of the Lord. And what's the next name? Satan. Say it out loud. Satan. And Satan standing where? At his right hand to resist him. Hold on now, so you can see this now. You ready? Hold on now. Hold on. Look at me. I got an angel by my side. Talking about you. Talking about them. Talking about him. Talking about her. Talking about those. Talking about us. An angel standing by the side. And right there in front of me to resist me is who? Satan. He's a high priest. So if he'll come against the high priest, he'll come against you as a child of God.
Lord Jesus.
Hey! Satan is standing there to resist you from prospering, trying to resist you from living long, trying to resist you from being in your right mind, trying to resist you from having a happy home, trying to resist you from having a good marriage, trying to resist you from doing anything, trying to resist you from being healed.
Yes.
Trying to resist you just for trying to live a peaceful, holy, righteous life. Yeah, like he's doing his job. Satan's on his job. But an angel standing by my side. Because I'm the apple. God told me to tell you something right quick. He told me to tell you right now. Ready? Your miracle has already come today. You already got it. And you see, you got it right now in the midst of the angels. You got it right now. You said, I need a miracle. I really need a miracle today. I need a miracle today. He told me to tell you right now, you have your miracle. You get ready to get yours.
Thank you, Jesus.
Who? I got you. I got you, Sister Doris. I got you. I saw you when you walked in. Sister Doris, you just walked into the glory. You just walked into a place filled with angels. And your miracle is here. Hold on now. Hold on. Y'all still with me? Yes. Now hold on now. Satan. He said it right there, didn't he? Yes. And Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. Mm-hmm. And the Lord said unto Satan, oh God! Will someone hold me down? Oh, hold up. This Bible is talking to you right now. Yes. Did you see what he said? Yes. Satan, the Lord rebukes thee. What are you scared of? What are you in a pitiful party for? Why are you spiritually in the fetal position? Why are you losing sleep at night? Satan, the Lord rebukes thee. Get out of here. Get out of my life. Get away from my children. The Lord rebukes thee. Get away from my money. Get away from my body. Get away from my mind. Get away from my emotions. Get away from my business. Get away from my family. Get away from my marriage. That's it. That's it.
The word.
He's ready.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, glory to God. Say, oh my God, the Lord rebukes thee. Satan, you might as well take your diabetes out of here. The Lord rebukes thee.
Come on now.
Lord, say, you might as well take your hernia out of here. You might as well take my stomach problems out of here. Lord, take the say, you might as well take your high blood pressure and go. You might as well take your fibroid tumors and go. Take your urinary tract infections. Take your irregular menstrual cycle and go. Take your chest pains and go. Take your dialysis machine with you. Because the Lord rebukes thee. You take your eviction notices and go. You take your repossession notices and go. You take your foreclosure notices and go. You take your cutoff notices and go. The Lord rebukes thee. You take your wicked doctor report and go.
That's it, yes.
Hold on. My God. Hold on. He said, is not this a brand plucked out of the fire? Ooh. Now Joshua was clothed with what? Filthy garments. Hold on. Clothed with what? Filthy garments. And stood where? Before the angel. Hold on. You read this when? On the scope last night? You did. See that confirmation? Hold on. Filthy garment. For a guy named Joshua on your broadcast last night on Periscope. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, take away the filthy garments from him. Somebody, this is your day. He's going to take the filthy garments away from you today. And unto him he said, behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with a change of raiment. Do you hear that? You ready? Hold on. Drugs and alcohol. You get ready to take your filthy clothes off. You ready to take your filthy clothes off today? Hold on. You're getting ready to take off the filthy clothes of every drug that you've been taking. Smoking, snorting, shooting. He's taking, the Lord rebuked him. You're coming out of those filthy garments. All your gambling, all your lustful behavior, all your promiscuous living, all of your fornication and shacking and adultery, all of your lying and deceiving. You're coming out of your filthy clothes today. Do you hear me? All those cigarettes, clothing, the cigarettes have made your garment guilty. You're going to stop smoking cigarettes now. You get ready to take off your filthy clothes already? He's going to give you a new change of garment today. Hold on, get ready to receive it. I'm serious. I'm serious. Get ready for your clean garments. The angel is holding our clean garments in his hand. I can see. I see an angel right now. I'm serious. I see an angel right now. And he's holding up this white clothing. I only see one angel. I see one angel, and he's holding up this garment. You know what he just told me? One size fits all. Hey! One size fits all. Are you ready? Here it is. I see it. He's holding it like this. He's getting ready to place the garment. Here's all you got to do. Now look at me. Because I'm ready for those new garments. You ready? Yeah. Watch me. He said, he's telling me how he wants you to receive your new garments. Ready? He told me to do this. He told me to hold out my hands like this. Here we go. He told me that he's going to hand the garment out. Okay, now get your hands ready for the new garment. Both hands. Praise, get ready for your new garments, man. Come on. Get that other hand out. I said two hands, not one. Get him under that sweater, girl. Come on, don't play with God.
On a one-arm blessing.
Yeah, but she want a one-arm blessing. Well, I'm thanking Mr. Lawrence. Ready? Now. Say supernatural. Supernatural. Say spiritual. Spiritual. An angel is holding our fresh garment.
Angel is holding our fresh garment.
Now, that's all you're going to do. You ready? Yes. Reach out and take it. Okay, you got your garment? That's all you got to do. Ready? Yes. Place it over you right now. There it is. Give God praise for our new garment. You're healed. I said your new garment has healing in it. Your new garment got strength in it. Joy in it, peace in it. You're healed. That's a miracle. Your menstrual cycle, everything is right now. Stomach, everything, head, everything healed. Now, hold up. As we get ready to leave here now, hold on, because there was one last thing I had to say to you. What was it, Lord? There was one last thing. And then we get ready to go. There's one last thing I have to say to you. Oh, hold on. Angela, come take this from Michael, because I want to hear Michael's story about the angel before we leave. I got to hear his story about the angel before we leave. I know. Don't go nowhere. We got to take the tithes off, and then we out the door. And then come in. Now. There was something I was going to tell y'all about an angel. Let's get it. No. There was something I experienced with an angel. Oh, anyway, talk to me. And you're 10 years old, and you've seen angels. Okay, talk to us. Okay, now listen up. He's 10 years old. He's already seen angels. Talk to me.
Well, I see angels all the time around the house, but this time, a witch was sending...
Hold on, say that part again. But this time what?
A witch was sending demons in.
Hold on, stop right there. Okay, now I'm going to need you to speak real loud because what you're saying is very important. I know you're 10 years old, but I want everybody to hear what you said. He said, but one time a witch was in the room.
No.
What?
A witch was sending demons in the room.
A witch was sending demons into the room. Keep talking.
And the angels were fighting the demons, right?
Hold on, stop right there. Oh, you saw this?
He sees that all the time. Whenever
You saw the angels fighting the demons in the room. Keep talking. Jesus. Woo. I'm glad we didn't leave you out.
But then a strong man came.
A strong man came.
And the angels were trying to fight him, but they couldn't defeat him. So another angel came. This one was tall and had on armor, but he had a different sword.
You had a different sword? I did another angel. Tell me your name.
Michael.
I believe the archangel Michael came to see about you. All right. Okay, but go ahead, Michael.
And his sword was made out of, the blade was made out of fire.
Fiery sword. Keep talking.
And he was the only one that could
Handle the strong man. He defeated him. Right before you.
Tell Pastor what happens to the angels when we're warring in there and the angels battling. We warn, but the angels doing the fighting. And where do they go? Where do you see God take them?
Oh, you see God take the angels after the
Once
battle.
you looked up and you saw them going up to a fight and
Do you remember?
Forgot.
No, you forgot? Okay.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Once the devils get defeated, they go to, it's like a place with fire.
Jesus.
Where they go up somewhere.
Oh, God, this is awesome. One more. You got another one? Okay. I thank you for that one. Hold on. What about this? What about sometimes when I'm casting demons out of people in here? What about the time when I'm warned to pull something off? And every now and then he said, take him outside. You know what happens when I take him outside? I have y'all to open the door and I take it outside. 2 angels. Kimberly, 2 angels. Drop down from heaven, side by side. Don't even look at me. And they get on both sides of that unclean, foul spirit. One on this arm, one on that arm, and boom, they're all got them gone. I've seen that for years right here in this church. They don't talk ever to me. They don't even look at me. It's been happening for years.
What about the butterfly angels that you saw? Not butterflies, but they was connected together, and you said they was up against the wall.
I did.
Yeah, you did. And then one time you was sitting right there, and you said, "Hey y'all, did y'all see those 2 angels go in the back?"
2 angels went in the back.
Yeah, and then they came back out and went left out. And he said, "Can y'all see them? Can y'all see
Oh
them?"
my God, look at here. It's a whole new ball game in this church with the angels. But hold up. Who was in here that night? We was in here. We were down on our knees praying. And I heard voices singing. And I thought it was one of our singers up there singing. And when I turned and looked, there were voices but no person. Those were angels singing. Angelic. Now, y'all, next Sunday, I want you time to think about this. Next Sunday, when you come back in here, name your personal angel. Give him a name. Now, I now have 2 personal angels, not 1. I now have 2. So next Sunday, I give you the name of my second personal angel, and I'm going to show you where I got him from out the Bible. His name is not in the Bible, but what he does for you is in the Bible. I found him in the Bible. I put him to work Friday. I sent him to check on First Lady and the children while I was running around. I sent him to my house to check on them. And he did. And I had him to do something else for me, and he did that too. So next Sunday, have your angel's name ready. And if you want 2 angels, one on the right, one on the left, ask the Lord. Tell you want 2 personal angels, and you name both of them. Understand me? First lady, come in for a second. As I close this out, come up for a second, First lady. First lady. How many angels do you have?
2.
2? Tell them the names of both of your angels. And you wanted to change the name of one of them, right?
Yeah, I sure did. I was thinking about it.
Okay. Well, if you change it by next Sunday, don't get a change name if you want to change it. If you want to change it, next Sunday, I'm going to give them my second name. Tell them what your 2 angel names are.
One named War and the other named Fight.
One named War and one named Fight.
Yes.
I want you to start calling on War and Fight from now on. Huh? Hallelujah. Beautiful. Gotcha. You can cut these off now because we get ready to go home now. Angels in the glory.